mentoring program in Dickinson, North Dakota, the gateway to the Western Edge. We were extremely honored this past year to receive one of Summit Fellowships. Our mission is making a positive difference in children and families one at a time. Since 1995, the Best Friends Mentoring Program has provided school and community-based mentoring services to more than 2,000 youth in southwestern North Dakota, and within this past year has strategically begun outreaching to rural communities of 2,500 or less.
Small organization with few to no professional growth opportunities locally, we heavily rely on events hosted by MMP and the National Mentoring Partnership. One of our greatest challenges is trying to be efficient with little staff that we have in serving a community of 25,000 and surrounded by rural communities. The closest large city to our community base is Bismarck, which is 100 miles away. North Dakota ranks as the 48th least populated state in the country, with a population of less than 1 million, according to the 2016 population census data. Attending the summit allowed our staff to network with Companions for Children in Minot, North Dakota during the Capitol Hill Day and other sessions. Immediately following the summit, we worked together with a third small mentoring organization on submitting an OJJDP grant for collaborative mentoring. If we receive the funds, we will begin a targeted outreach and mentoring to the entire western half of North Dakota, an initiative which has never been attempted before.
I have to say that the informal networking, talking with the presenters and panelists involved in the fellowship tracks with the other fellows and at the tables was very inspiring. Also, just in some of the presentations, eating with other participants. At the final presentation, I sat with several of the staff from the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southwest Virginia, who also showcased the Bigs in Blue initiative involving the local police as mentors. And at that time, we had one police officer in our program who endured rotating work schedules, the loss of sleep, and a very challenging match with a youth who endured few boundaries and a swirling sense of chaos at home. The mentor had the opportunity to go on a year-end field trip with his youth. At the end of the trip, the mentor texted me and said, "I'm going on a limb by saying I've made an impact this year." On the bus on the ride home, the mentee asked if I would be a part of the Best Friends program for the next school year, unless you have some dastardly plan. I told him yes. And I thought, wow, that is what we are all about. That tableside conversation with the staff from Southwest Virginia motivated me to continue pushing for more mentors from our local police department. I'm very happy to say that this coming school year we have one more police officer joining us.
Hi, my name is Sandra Hood, and I'm a teacher at Heart River Elementary School in Dickinson, North Dakota. And I just wanted to share with you some of my thoughts about the Best Mentor program and what it has done for a couple of my students this year. I had 2 students enrolled in the program, and they were quickly matched with a mentor from the program. My young lady was matched with a high school senior, and they made a connection immediately, and I was just thrilled to see my student blossom over the year. She looked forward to their meetings, and her mentor just really made a great impact on her throughout the year. Really a positive relationship for her. And then my other student was a young man, comes from a very troubled home, and he was matched immediately with a wonderful citizen of our community, and he's donated his time and has really made an impact with this young man as well. This young student of mine really needed a positive male role model, since he does not have that in the home, and this young man has committed to being here with him weekly and has talked with him about some difficult subjects. And just over the year, I've seen a positive change in my student, at the end of the year, we had a field trip scheduled to go out of town to the zoo, and this gentleman rearranged his schedule so that he could attend with my student. And it was just such a wonderful day. My student had never had that experience of going to the zoo before, and so this was special. And to top it all off, his mentor had recorded pictures throughout the entire trip and then put them together into a photo album for him and gave it to him on the last day of school. And this young man came back to the classroom just beaming, so proud, and just wanted to share immediately with all of his friends. It just was very touching. And as a teacher, oh my goodness, as a teacher, you just want that for your kids.
I would say, in addition to the rural nature of our organization, as a practitioner, you can sometimes feel inadequate in your work, sometimes advocating for kids you know, but maybe not fully. And that takes a great sense and great deal of self-initiative, thought, and perseverance. There are no scientific guarantees in mentoring where you create a match and expect the results to unfold in the same way all the time. Sometimes the pairings are terrific. In other cases, there are challenges. There are occasions when the chemistry of the match takes strong management. It's good to hear the hard stories, the success stories, and to gain inspiration in a field where there is so much potential through a regular one-on-one connection, parlaying belief, and when the mentor and mentee are truly engaging with one another and having fun.
I'm Elizabeth Yoder. I just graduated from Dickinson High School, and I've been a mentor for the Best Friends Mentoring Program for 2 years. When I first walked into the Best Friends Mentoring building, I didn't really know what to expect. I just knew that this was a great organization and something I wanted to be a part of. And as soon as I was paired with my best friend, I saw all of these opportunities come to life. The relationship my mentee and I have developed goes beyond mentor and mentee. It's truly a friendship. And throughout our time together, we have seen that friendship grow because our relationship is built so much on equality and so much on us just having fun together for the little time we have together. And I remember one time I brought her with me to a National Honor Society meeting to show the organization what Best Friends is truly about and why they need to be a mentor. So my mentee was sitting with me and we're talking to everyone, telling them what Best Friends is about, and I asked my mentee, so what do you like most about Best Friends? And she said, what I like most is that now kids don't have to be lonely. And everyone who was at that meeting was just shocked that this was an issue in our schools, that kids were really feeling lonely and that they needed someone to look up to. And I see that in my best friend. She's willing to look outside the scope of just herself, but she sees the influence this organization is having on all of her classmates and all of her peers. And in doing so, I've seen her grow in her self-esteem and her ability to communicate and connect with others. She's just so much more passionate and excited about everything she's doing now, and it's been this wonderful experience for the both of us. And even though I'm graduated now, we hope that we're still going to stay in contact. She has my phone number, she has my address, and we hope to just keep in contact and keep talking to each other as the years progress.
My name is Tyler Koslicki. I'm a 2-year mentor, and I'm planning on going to NDSU for business. My expectations going into Best Friends Mentoring were to make a difference in my mentees' school and educational career, and coming out of it, I really thought that it was much more than making a difference. We bonded, we had a lot of fun. I think he made a difference in both my life and I made a difference in his life, and it's an experience that you really can't take away. It's a lot of fun, and
My name is Logan, and currently I'm a Dickinson State University elementary education major with an emphasis in Spanish. I'm also one of the Best Friend Mentoring's first bilingual mentors here in Dickinson. Around 2 years ago, I was paired up with a young girl who had low English speaking skills. Definitely the most rewarding aspect about our relationship has been watching her become the biliterate young woman that she is today.
My name is Caitlin Knoll. I'm the school counselor at both the mentees and the mentors are really growing from it. It's been nice to see such successful relationships, and even in the mentees you can see that they really are growing and changing and using their mentor as a role model and making really positive change.
My name is Lorna Steckler, and I have been in the mentoring program for maybe like 10 months, I think. I just graduated, and my plan is to attend Minot State University in the fall to maintain my master's degree in psychology. And the mentoring program has been actually pretty changing for me. It made me grow to understand how children can be, how the one-on-one contact can actually help during school, can help during classrooms, and how they can connect with older kids and how they can open up.
I just graduated from Glen Ellen High School, and this past year I was involved in the Best Friends Mentoring Program. It has been awesome for me and taught me so many things and been life-changing and taught me motivation and work ethic. I'm going to attend the Minnesota State University, no I'm not, Minnesota State Community College to play basketball, and I couldn't have gotten where I am today without the Best Friends Mentoring Program.
Hello, I am Mark Billings with the Best Friends Mentoring Program in Dickinson, North Dakota. Hello, I am Mark Billings with the Best Friends Mentoring Program